At the beginning of 2020, Egypt's economy was booming at an impressive pace. A comprehensive economic reform program, backed by a $12 billion IMF loan, made Egypt an attractive country for foreign direct investment by the end of 2019. Egypt's GDP growth accelerated to 5.6% in 2018-19. Remittances had reached $25.1 billion, and tourism brought in a historically high revenue of $12.6 billion. The current account deficit narrowed from 6.1% of GDP to 3.6%, and foreign reserves peaked at $45.5 billion in February 2020. The Egyptian pound reached 15.56 per US dollar on February 2020, down from 18.1 in June 2017, and inflation fell from a peak of 33% in July 2017 to 5.3% in February 2020. As COVID-19 took over the world in March 2020, a nationwide lockdown and suspension of flights were in place. Unlike previous shocks, the current shock is both external and internal. Globally, the IMF projects global growth to contract by 4.4% in 2020. Egypt's economy came to a standstill, costing it billions of dollars. The pandemic has stressed the long-standing structural vulnerabilities in Egypt's economy. Unemployment increased again to reach 9.6% in June 2020. 2.3 million females left the labor force during that quarter. Egypt's poorest were hit the hardest in the wake of the pandemic, with the high percentage of informal workers with no safety nets. In a study by the National Statistical Agency, CAPMAS, 26.2% of households reported unemployment, and 73.5% reported a decline in income. The Egyptian government, fearing to lose the fruits of a tough 3-year reform journey, quickly acted with a 100 billion Egyptian pounds relief program to confront the resulting economic fallout, backed by an unconditional $2.77 billion IMF loan and other major foreign borrowing. The Central Bank of Egypt also acted quickly, taking other strong measures. While some sectors struggled, others thrived. The measures enacted managed to support the Egyptian economy. Despite economic growth rate declining to 3.6%, Egypt stands as the only MENA country projected to have a positive growth rate this year. The official unemployment rate decreased to 7.3% in September due to the resumption of economic activity with the gradual phase-out of lockdown measures. Egypt's foreign reserves are once again rebounding, reaching $39.2 billion in October 2020, after dropping by $9.5 billion since March. What has Egypt done right, and what could be done better in the era of COVID-19? How will Egypt coexist with the global pandemic this coming year?